In the history of cinema, only a handful of movies from the horror genre has ever captivated the audience quite like The Shining. From its haunting atmosphere to its terrifying storyline, the movie, originally based on Stephen King's novel, The Shining, is more than just a horror story. It's a psychologically gripping tale that examines the fragility of the human mind. Today, we're going to explore the unsettling representation of twins in horror cinema, particularly through the lens of Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. Twins have long fascinated audiences, symbolizing the complex interplay between innocence and evil. Their mirrored existence raises unsettling questions about identity, connection, and the dual nature of humanity. In horror, twins often embody our deepest fears of the self, the other, and the darkness lurking within familiar bonds. Join us as we unravel the chilling significance of twins in horror, examining how they reflect societal anxieties and explore the boundaries of sanity. The Shining serves as a powerful example of these themes, showcasing how the bond between twins can be both a source of comfort and a catalyst for terror. In The Shining, the Grady twins are emblematic of horror's complex relationship with childhood innocence and malevolence. Despite their brief appearances, they leave an indelible mark on the film and its audience. Dressed in identical blue dresses, their eerie, synchronized presence evokes a sense of both familiarity and dread. This juxtaposition is pivotal in horror narratives, where twins often symbolize the duality of human nature. The twins' haunting invitation, "Come play with us," is both enticing and chilling, encapsulating the essence of childhood innocence yet capable of harboring darkness. Their words resonate deeply, reflecting the film's central themes of entrapment and the loss of innocence. The Grady twins serve as manifestations of the trauma inflicted by their father, Delbert Grady. Their tragic fate, a consequence of familial abuse, highlights the pervasive impact of violence and neglect within family dynamics. In this sense, the twins are not just victims of the Overlook Hotel's supernatural forces, but also representations of the psychological scars left by a violent upbringing. Their presence underscores the idea that horror often stems from real-life experiences, particularly in the context of abusive relationships. This layered portrayal invites viewers to grapple with the unsettling reality that the true horrors often lie within our own homes. Culturally, twins have long been represented in literature and film as symbols of duality and conflict. In The Shining, the Grady twins contribute to this rich tradition by embodying the balance between light and dark. Their appearances have sparked various interpretations, from discussions about the nature of evil to analyses of the psychological implications of twin relationships. They challenge the audience to consider the thin line between innocence and malevolence, reminding us that the most terrifying aspects of horror often reside within the familiar. Their impact extends beyond the film itself, influencing subsequent portrayals of twins in horror and solidifying their status as icons of the genre. Moreover, the Grady twins in The Shining are not mere background characters. They are integral to the film's exploration of trauma, innocence, and the uncanny. The cultural significance of twins in horror is further amplified by their diverse representations across different societies and genres. In Asian horror, for example, twins are often depicted as supernatural figures linked to spiritual realms, as seen in films like The Ring and The Tale of Two Sisters. This cultural lens enriches the portrayal of twins, showcasing how societal beliefs and fears shape their representation. Modern horror films continue to draw on these themes, with movies like Haunting at Silver Falls, exploring the duality of self and the complexities of identity through twin characters. The ongoing fascination with twins reflects our deep-seated fears about the nature of humanity, the unknown, and the potential for darkness that resides within us all. The historical context of twins in horror reveals a complex interplay of cultural beliefs, psychological theories, and evolving societal attitudes. As cinema emerged in the early 20th century, twins began to appear more prominently in horror films, reflecting evolving societal attitudes and fears. Early examples, such as The Dark Mirror, showcase twins as complex characters entangled in deception and murder. This marked a significant shift in representation, moving away from the simplistic, innocent portrayals of twins in earlier literature. Instead, filmmakers began to explore the psychological implications of twin relationships, emphasizing themes of identity and moral ambiguity. The introduction of psychological horror during the mid-20th century further fueled this trend, with films increasingly using twins to delve into the darker aspects of human nature and the mind. In the 1960s and 70s, the concept of the uncanny gained prominence in horror, significantly influencing how twins were depicted on screen. Sigmund Freud's theories about the uncanny, which describe the unsettling feeling that arises when something familiar is rendered strange, became particularly relevant in the context of twins. The identical appearances and shared experiences of twins evoke feelings of both comfort and discomfort, creating a unique tension. There were films giving an inside look at horror, utilizing twins to explore complex themes of identity, madness, and the psychological ramifications of trauma. The Grady twins in The Shining, for example, serve as haunting reminders of the impact of familial neglect and abuse, illustrating how horror often emerges from real-life experiences. In Greek mythology, twins often appeared as heroic figures, with the most notable example being Castor and Pollux, known collectively as the Dioscuri. They were revered as protectors of sailors, and were said to have the ability to travel between the mortal and divine realms. Their bond was so strong that, upon Castor's death, Pollux chose to share his immortality with his twin, allowing them to remain together. This myth emphasizes the themes of loyalty, sacrifice, and the deep emotional connections that twins can share. However, it also hints at the complexities and vulnerabilities inherent in such relationships. The tragic fate of the Dioscuri serves as a reminder of the fragility of life and the emotional turmoil that can arise from profound bonds, making them a compelling narrative device in ancient storytelling. In ancient Egyptian mythology, the duality of twins was represented by the god Osiris and his brother Set. Osiris, associated with life and resurrection, stood in stark contrast to Set, who embodied chaos and destruction. This duality reflected the broader theme of balance between good and evil, illustrating how twins could symbolize the inherent conflicts within the cosmos and human nature. The Grady twins in The Shining have transcended their brief appearances in the film to become cultural icons within the horror genre. Their haunting presence, characterized by their ghostly demeanor and chilling lines, has etched them into the collective memory of audiences. This impact is not merely due to their visual representation, but also stems from the complex themes they embody. The twins symbolize the loss of innocence and the trauma associated with familial relationships, resonating with viewers on a psychological level. Their story serves as a stark reminder of how childhood can be marred by violence and neglect, making them poignant figures in the narrative landscape of horror. The Grady twins have sparked a plethora of interpretations and theories among fans and scholars alike. Their enigmatic nature invites analysis, leading to discussions about the psychological implications of their characters. Many viewers see them as manifestations of Jack Torrance's deteriorating mental state, or as representations of the consequences of parental neglect. This multiplicity of interpretations adds depth to their characters, allowing for ongoing discourse about the themes of trauma, innocence, and the nature of evil. The twins' ability to evoke such varied responses speaks to their complexity and the powerful emotional resonance they hold. The cultural impact of the Grady twins can also be observed in the realm of merchandise and pop culture. Their iconic status has led to their inclusion in Halloween costumes, fan art, and various forms of media, illustrating how they have permeated popular culture. This visibility reinforces their role as symbols of horror, making them instantly recognizable figures that evoke both nostalgia and fear. As audiences continue to engage with the film and its themes, the Grady twins remain a powerful representation of the interplay between childhood innocence and the darker aspects of human nature, ensuring that their legacy will endure for generations to come. In conclusion, the Grady twins have left an indelible mark on the horror genre, evolving from minor characters in The Shining to symbols of trauma, innocence, and the uncanny. Their enduring impact is felt in the ways they inspire filmmakers, provoke analysis, and permeate popular culture. By embodying the complexities of childhood and the haunting consequences of familial relationships, the twins continue to resonate with audiences, inviting reflection on the nature of evil and the vulnerabilities we all share. As we revisit their chilling legacy, it becomes clear that the Grady twins are more than just characters. They are a testament to the lasting power of horror to explore the deepest fears and complexities of the human experience.